Hey guys, welcome back to L&D Home. If you are new, welcome to our channel. I am very tired today. I have absolutely no makeup on. And I look rather crazy, but we got some stuff to do around the house today. We had a concert last night, and I'm very, very tired, but I still have to get some stuff done. So let me go ahead and just jump right in and show you on, oh my goodness, see? Let me go ahead and jump right on in and show you what we're going to be starting with first. I am hoping that you're going to be able to see. I am going to be working on the baseboards here, but also cleaning the window really well, just because it looks really gross. And you probably can't tell. It looks nice and like clear from here. Oh, maybe if I go to the top. But it looks a little bit ratchet, so I definitely need to clean that. So I'm going to be painting this stretch of baseboard here. I stopped caulking about right there. I'm going to be touching up the windowsill with some of the semi-gloss paint. Remember, I had used flat before. If you have seen some of my other videos, we had used flat because we don't really like shine, but it is just a pain in the butt to clean, and it never stays good. So we're doing semi-gloss on that, and I'm going to start by cleaning the window, though, because it looks really gross. So we are going to jump right on in and use my favorite window e-cloths to get this window clean. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, you know I love the e-cloth, and let me tell you why. And no, this is not sponsored. It might sound like it. I have been waiting for a long time for e-cloth to sponsor me because I love their products, but I am absolutely terrible at cleaning mirrors, stainless steel, and windows. It always looks streaky no matter what product I use, no matter what form of rag or whatever I use, no matter how much elbow grease I put into it, it always looks absolutely terrible. The window e-cloth is literally the only thing that I have found that I can clean a window and it look nice. I can clean a mirror and it look nice. I can clean the stainless steel and it looks nice. So I absolutely just love the window e-cloth for all sorts of different areas. Since I already had it out, I decided to go ahead and do this window as well. This window was really gross, and I'm going to be painting around it also. So I decided to just go ahead and tackle it. To tie back the curtains, I just used those little craft clips from Dollar Tree. Those come in clutch quite a lot when you're painting baseboards, or you're shampooing the carpet or something and you need to kind of bring the curtains up a little bit, or when you are cleaning a window. It really definitely helps with all of that. I do need to clean the outside of the windows in some type of outdoor project. I have lots of outdoor projects I want to do, but it has been so hot here that honestly I'm just dreading going out there and absolutely sweating to death. We went to a train or automobile, whatever, museum, transportation, that's what it was, transportation museum the other day, and it was 87 degrees. And I had the worst headache by the time I got in the car. I had a great time, but I had the worst headache by the time I got in the car because it was just so hot. And I guess I just wasn't hydrating. I don't know, but I'm not looking forward to the outdoor projects in the heat. While I was here, I decided to go ahead and caulk some of the seams. I had already had the caulk out because I was doing some of the baseboards in the living room, and some of the seams were just kind of gapping a little bit. I never did this when I originally painted this frame, which I have done before, and the sill, but I just went ahead and ran that along just to kind of make everything look seamless. No one ever sees the window because we always have the curtains closed, but it just makes me feel better. And I just think it looks a lot nicer, and it only takes a few minutes to do something like this. And it really just helps it look a lot more professional, especially over time as your house kind of shifts and things just aren't perfectly aligned anymore. This really definitely helped out the situation a lot. Now on to the painting part. These windowsills actually used to be they're not real marble. It was a laminate kind of sill. And it was a marble finish. So I had painted over it before with this same paint, only in flat, which is the same one I use on all of the baseboards. And it was really difficult to paint over that with the flat paint. It was just difficult in general. I think at the time I was using a really tiny brush thinking that was gonna help me. I didn't do it on camera. I just did it just because. No, get a normal size brush like I have right here. This was so much easier. And I can attest for the fact, since I've done a few baseboards in the house already, that it is so much easier to clean with the semi-gloss. So I'm going to be preparing the banisters for paint. By preparing, I just mean cleaning them. I don't know if you can see. It's so gross. Just nasty. I think the other side is where, oh yeah, look at that. That's delicious. So I'm just going to be wiping them down. Right now I'm just focused on this part and that like bottom piece. Just this top row right here for now. And that bottom piece and then this top reel. I'm not going to be doing like the metal slats, and I'm going to wait for this until this dries so we don't have, you know, complete wet paint all over the place. But yes, I'm going to get this wiped down and then we can start painting. Since I already have this e-cloth out, I decided to go ahead and use it to clean this banister. This is the cleaning rag. I won't be using the polishing rag, but I already had it like out and wet and everything. So it worked pretty well. I probably should have used some cleaner on some of the tougher spots because I did have to put some elbow grease into this. Our banister always gets so disgustingly gross. And I'm hoping with the semi-gloss paint that it will be a lot easier to just quickly wipe it down. Because sometimes I got to really get in there and scrub. There's like food on people's hands. There's like black marks, like I guess maybe from spray painting and stuff. And I'm touching it, or I don't know what the kids are doing, but it's just atrocious a lot of the time. So I'm hoping this semi-gloss paint will really help with the cleaning process of it all. I should have used a roller for this, but I didn't feel like getting out the roller thing. It would have been easier on some of these surfaces to just go ahead and roll and then just cut in with the brush on the edges, which I will probably do when I do the rest of the banister. But at this moment, I already had this brush out because I was doing baseboards and windowsills. So I decided to just kind of go with it. And to help with some of those brush strokes, you're going to see on the other side when I get over there that after I get kind of like the paint all on and I feel like I have good coverage, I very, very lightly take my brush and just kind of wipe over it. And that helps kind of get some of those brush strokes out a little bit. One thing I will say about semi-gloss paint is I find it a little bit more difficult to work with. I guess it's the gloss that's in there or whatever product that is you don't have a lot of time to work with it. When I paint with like a flat paint, I feel like I have more time to kind of move it around. With a semi-gloss paint, it's like almost like it's like gelatin or something. I don't know. It's like once you put it on, if you try to go over it again, like really rough later, like 2 minutes later, not even like an hour later, it definitely can be tricky to work with. So if you haven't used semi-gloss paint, just know that it's not as easy as like a wall paint that's usually like flat, or even like satin. It's definitely a little bit trickier to work with, but the wipeability is really, really nice. So I really have been loving it. I did not do the railings, like I said, just because I wanted people to be able to actually maneuver in the home. Like my husband works from downstairs and he comes up to have, you know, restroom breaks and lunch and stuff like that. And I didn't want to be like, okay, like completely walk with your arm to the side, don't touch anything. So that's why I didn't do the whole banister all at one time. In hindsight, I do wish I would have, because now the piece on the left and the piece on the right look glorious, and the piece going down the stairs looks like absolute trash because I still have yet to like paint that as I'm doing this voiceover. So I do wish I would have done the whole thing at one time because it definitely would look a lot nicer all together. But I will have that coming up because that bar that you see that's going downstairs is actually way worse than the one that I just showed you. There's like complete paint coming off and everything. So I also don't think I'm going to paint the little railings in the middle. I did ask some feedback in a previous video, and I don't think anyone had commented letting me know. I thought about doing it black. I don't think I'm going to do that. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And that part just needs a good cleaning. I don't really think it needs a paint touch up. I know that it's like those are flat and now the banisters are semi-gloss, but I think I'm okay with it. Just because it was such a pain to paint those originally because they are like so small, it's hard to get an even coat. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that for now and just kind of like rock with it and just see if it's bothering me later, because I have so many projects to do. If I can take something off of my plate, that works absolutely wonderful for me because I have so much going on in this house this year. So I'm hoping you can hear me. The AC is on. It's hot here. So I have just been kind of painting baseboards off camera because like that gets redundant. But I already had the paint out. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this sill. I obviously need to clean it first. That's so gross. So I'm going to clean all this up and I'm going to paint this sill again and then finish the baseboard like along here. Probably back behind there, and I did do like part of this one, but I found a lot of dog hair like up underneath. So I might have to do my crevice brush over here, because this is where one of our dogs eats, right here, the one that sheds, mine. So lots of hair over there. But we're going to go ahead and tackle this. If you live in a place where it gets really hot, I highly suggest window units. Now, I know they could be controversial. That's probably not the word for them, but they're ugly. They're ugly sticking out of the front and inside your home, and they're ugly sticking out of the back. But if you have like windows on the side of your house or the back of your house, I wouldn't suggest putting them on the front. I personally wouldn't do that, because I would just not like the look of that, and like the curb appeal right when you pull up. No, thank you. But it really, really helps. Like RAC is just not strong enough, or maybe because it's old, it just does not cool the house. And especially like when we have people in the house and we're having like a get together, it gets so hot with all of like the body heat and everyone just running around. This is coming so handy. I don't remember where we bought it. I would link it. I have no idea. We've had this for years, but they have sales on them all of the time. Now, they are not cheap. I have to say they are not cheap. They are an investment, but this thing is paid for itself, helping us cool down the house, because RAC likes to freeze up. So if we can keep that turned down a little bit and keep this one, you know, pumping up, and we have one that goes in our bedroom as well, it has really helped, especially our upstairs, because our upstairs gets so hot. It just really helps keep us cool in the summertime. So while it's an investment, it definitely is a good comfort in the summertime if your home gets really warm. So I have been struggling to find something to put in the bathroom. So I'm just going to do a picture, but I'm going to be using this. We just talked about this in a previous video. I think I was going to put it in the kitchen drawers. You guys are supposed to let me know what you think. But I'm going to use a piece of this just so it brings in like the green in there as well. I can't find anything that I really like. So we're just going to try this and see if I like it. And if I hate it, then, oh well, I can use this frame for a picture. So I'm going to be honest, my videos may be a little bit out of order. This is something more recent. The other stuff was something not like super long ago, but I am filming, oh my goodness, multiple things at a time, because a lot of the stuff I'm doing is like involving painting and staining and stuff like that, and waiting for things to dry. So I'm tackling other projects at the same time that I'm waiting for those painting projects to dry. So I don't know if you guys have seen the like, should I put this wallpaper in my kitchen drawer thing? If you have, great. I'm going to go back and look at those comments. If you haven't, just ignore what I'm saying. And then when that video comes out, if it hasn't come out before this one, then let me know what you think, because I still have some left over. But yeah, I couldn't figure anything else out. Like, I was looking for some kind of decor piece that was like metal, that could be gold, but I didn't want anything like too gaudy or too crazy. And it was just not going according to plan. And I just decided to fill that space to bring in some gold in the bathroom, since we spray painted that gold hook in there. And I don't know, I'm not sure how I feel about it. You'll see here in a second, but I'm just making do with kind of what I have, I guess. So this is the thing that is here currently. Squeeze my bottom. I'm just kind of like over it. Maybe I'll put it like in the kids' bathroom. No, that'd be weird, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll just donate it. But I'm gonna just pull these out. I do need to fix that up there at some point. You probably can't even see it, but it looks pretty bad. But today is not the day. We have other things to do today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this placed. So that's what it looks like. I don't know if I love it or not. I can't tell, but I'm gonna leave it there. I am gonna put like a piece of tape on the back, because it's like raising off of the wall because of the little stand on it. I usually rip those off if it's a Dollar Tree photo frame, but this is from Walmart, and it cost me like $5, I think. So I'm not gonna rip it off. But it's okay. It's okay. Like, now I feel like, do I need like something small up there? I don't know. I'm doing the most I know, but it's all right. I don't hate it. I like it better than what was there. I'm wondering if I hung it too high. Maybe that is the problem. It's too high. I should have brought it down a little bit more. I don't know. We're gonna live with it. I brought it down the slightest little bit. And I do like it a little bit better. It still looks kind of like high, but I also don't want you to hit it like when you're grabbing your towel and stuff, which is usually where I keep my face washcloth. So I'm the only one grabbing there, but yeah, we're gonna go with it for now. Our last little project in today's video is something I have done before, and that is using a Grout pen. I tested this for the first time ever on my channel. I will have that video linked down below. This is a different grout pen I grabbed from Amazon. It was a 2-pack. I will have it linked down below, and I just love these. Now, granted, the paint does come off like over time. It's really hard to film, by the way, also in this tiny bathroom. It does come off over time, like as you're cleaning the floors, but it just brightens everything up. I use it on the caulk around like the baseboards and the tub and everything too. It just brightens everything up. Now in our bathroom, we have like grout, but somebody, like the previous owner, when they were flipping the house, because it was a flipper that did it, put caulk in some of the spots where the grout had come out instead of just regrouting. So it looks a little bit crazy in some areas, but you're going to see in the end, the overall brightness, it just like, no matter how much you clean your floors, if the grout paint or whatever, if it looks nasty and it's flaking off, like ours, I don't think was originally white. I think they originally painted it white themselves because it's really kind of like a gray with black specks underneath. And I'm like, wait, what happened? I don't even know if they used actual grout, to be honest. I have no idea what these flippers did in this house, and we are always finding problems. But this grout pen just comes in handy to make your floors just look refreshed. You clean and clean and clean, and they still look dirty, and the grout still looks awful, but the tiles look great. Grab yourself a grout pen. They come in different colors. Obviously, I got white, but I do know that they come in more colors than just white. And you can see how much it just brightens everything up. And these floors have been cleaned. They have been cleaned several times, one time today, and it just brightens it up so much. And it just makes everything look so much better. So if you have not tried a grout pen, I highly recommend it. Like I said, they come in so many different colors, and hopefully you have actual grout, because that spot there in the middle, that's where the caulk is, the spot that doesn't look super white. But give it a whirl. You won't regret it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful or at least entertaining. Make sure you check out the video and the playlist on the screen. And as always, smash that subscribe button so you can become part of our YouTube family. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.